How we doing today, guys? Welcome to Gino's Let's Plays, into the Let's Talk series of my Fallout 4 One Man, One Life challenge. What happened? What went wrong? How could I probably have done it better? Just thoughts, how I enjoyed it, all that. So let's start off with what happened. I did not complete the challenge. I lost. I'm still a bit salty. It's been a day removed from it, but practically what happened was I wasn't paying the most attention. And when I had noticed that there was 4 super mutants, 2 with rocket launchers, multi-barreled rocket launchers, by the time I noticed, it was in an area where dog meat had, alerted them and was probably about to go charge them. And once they saw that, they shot dog meat, which in turn killed me because I was close to dog meat. So that's pretty much what happened. And it sucks. It sucks because I probably should have been more aware of, hey, George, you have dog meat. This whole game you've been playing without a companion, so you didn't have to worry about that. But I probably should have been more perceptive of, hey, you got a companion now. You're gonna have to worry about that a bit more, right? So with that being said, that's probably one thing I could have done much better. On top of that, I think the challenge is good. It was at a point where I was about to start beelining the story, and I was really excited for that. I was going to go down the Institute route, which I've never done before, so that would have been new content pretty much for me to kind of keep me more engaged. So I was excited for it. The challenge of having the Brotherhood as an enemy, which would have been, I think, kind of crazy. Because they're always roaming around in the vertebrates and everything like that. And I've actually never done a playthrough of the game where the Brotherhood was an issue. I've never really completed the storyline that many times in the game. I don't think I'll be returning to it, at least anytime in the near future. But like I said, if this channel gets more traction and people come back and watch it and go, hey, I wish you would have finished it, blah, blah, blah. I think then I'll take a more serious look at it, because I think the biggest question, if I were to finish it, is do I go from where I died, in Diamond City when I woke up, or do I start a whole new save file? Which, if it start a whole new save file, I would need some time, because it'd just feel like a lot of redoing. But yeah, from now, it is what it is. It happened. I'm sticking to it. I bit the bullet. I already have the next game downloaded that I'm going to be starting, which I'll share at the end of this video. But let's get into, the enjoyment factor. I would say for anyone who watched, who's played Fallout 4 but never played on survivor mode, you definitely have to give it a try. It is just a much different game. It's tough. It's unforgiving, and you have to be cautious. And I think that level of play and that kind of game is what it was meant for. I feel like the damn game is meant to be played on survivor mode once you play it on that mode. You know what I mean? I would say just the mechanics of the game itself. Even I know there's mods like Fallout 4 Frost, which is, from what I've seen, utterly crazy. It seems so good though, right? Like, it seems like this is how the game's supposed to be meant. And I would even take into account making more restrictions, like Fallout 4 One Man, One Life or survivor mode. No lone wanderer, right? So you have this ridiculous carry capacity. You know what I mean? Like, a little bit more, because honestly, food, drink isn't that much of an issue at all. The food, you get the double meat magazine and you're golden. It takes like 10 minutes to be stocked for like a couple weeks of in-game time. The water, as long as you make a thing which doesn't require science anymore due to one of the add-ons, you can make that, the 10 water thing. It's like, it's not that much of an issue. And sleep, not that much of an issue at all, as long as you're planning things out properly. So I would look to do it again, but with more difficulty to it, in like no lone wanderer and stuff like that. So we'll see. I would give the experience, I would give it a solid 8.6. 8.6 out of 10. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. It was good. It was fun. I want to complete it so bad. I've never done a challenge run ever. I think the only challenge run I've ever done, I did it's not on the channel, but just like on my own personal time, I did a Demon Souls Soul Level 1. And I completed that, which wasn't really that difficult at all. But other than that, I want to get into challenge runs a bit more. I like challenging games. I like playing games on harder difficulties. Anytime I'm gonna play a new game on the channel, it's always gonna be on a harder difficulty if I have the option to pick. So yeah. Now let's get into what the next game I'm going to be getting into is. And it's going to be a universe I actually know nothing about. Not a thing. I maybe watched a movie or two when I was a child and couldn't comprehend what I was watching. And that is Star Wars Fallen Order. I think that's what it's called. But I know nothing about the Star Wars series, so it's going to be a very interesting perspective, especially if you're one that knows a lot about Star Wars. Yeah, I know nothing. So look forward to that. But that's it from me and the Let's Talk. Fallout 4, One Man, One Life, the challenge run. I died.